Welcome to the Solid Signal podcast for the week of January 16th, 2017, and the topic of the week is Cellular Signal Boosters. You know, it's funny, this is a segment that occasionally people say, why do they still sell these things? And yet, in the last couple of weeks, including over at the Consumer Electronics Show, I've had more and more people say to me, hey, these things are amazing and they're a great value. And that's kind of interesting because, there are other people who say, oh, they're too expensive or I don't see the need for them. But if the people who really understand what a cellular booster brings to the table, who are really going to succeed with them, and I'm going to explain why cellular boosters are still really relevant, and in addition, why you should be looking at the newest models from SureCall. In case you're not familiar with a cellular signal booster, it's a very complicated device that pulls in signals from outside where they're fairly strong, amplifies them even more, and rebroadcasts them throughout your home, and then goes ahead and does the exact opposite, pulls in the signals coming from your phone and broadcasts them back outside. It does this in a really complicated, fancy, and extremely safe way, and manages to pack a huge amount of computing power into a very small area. Cellular signal boosters are your solution if you're in a house made of stucco, if your windows have low-E glass in them, anytime that you find that you're getting significantly worse signal indoors than outdoors. If you've got as little as one bar outside, chances are you can do great with a cellular signal booster inside. Now, a lot of people have dismissed cellular signal boosters for two reasons. First of all, there have always been those cheap stickers you could put on the back of your phone that do absolutely nothing. And that's really made people's kind of ears prick up, and they think that cellular signal boosters are some sort of a cheat. Well, they're not. Those stickers are, but real cellular signal boosters are not. And the other thing is, the cost is, a little bit more than some people are willing to pay. And yet, the economics of it has changed. It used to be that people would say, oh, well, I got my phone for free. Why would I pay $300 for a cellular signal booster? The answer is now a little bit different because nobody gets a phone for free anymore. It's all on an installment plan, and if you look at it, you're paying $600 for the phone that you really want. Cellular signal boosters are better than Wi-Fi calling because you don't have to give all of your guests your Wi-Fi password in order to actually have them use it. They're also better than a microcell, which is one of those things you can get from your cell provider that connects to your internet line, because those only work with one carrier. Do all your friends have the same carrier that you do? I kind of doubt it. Only a cellular signal booster is going to work with pretty much every carrier out there. And when you look at the price, it's surprisingly reasonable. In the last couple of weeks, I've taken a look at two new boosters from our friends up in SureCall in Fremont, California, and color me impressed. First of all, the SureCall EasyCall is, they couldn't make it any easier than this. No outdoor antenna, the thing sits in the window and gives you great voice boost only. If you happen to not need 4G or LTE in the home, then, why pay for it? If you're connecting to your own Wi-Fi, why pay for something you're not going to use? And this is hands down the cheapest modern signal booster made today, and yet extremely solid, high quality, the same kind of quality that you find from boosters costing thousands and thousands of dollars. The other booster that I got a chance to see, and we're going to have available on solidsignal.com, is called the Flare. This is a new design booster that doesn't look like anything you've seen before. It relocates the antenna to above the booster instead of on the side of the booster, which minimizes interference and gives you a higher effective power. Plus, it doesn't look like a piece of industrial stuff sitting in your room, so you're not likely to put it in a drawer or have your spouse put it in a drawer. Remember, a signal booster does its best work when it's not hiding in a drawer or under a whole bunch of stuff. So it's important that it look at least passable. Both the EasyCall and the Flare are going to be available at Solid Signal. The EasyCall is available right now. The Flare is available only for pre-orders. And I'm going to pop up those links to those things actually at the podcast at solidsignal.com. So go to blog.solidsignal.com, look for the weekly podcast. If you found this on YouTube or through your podcast app, go to blog.solidsignal.com and you'll find it there, and you'll see the links that you need to go to in order to take a look at these boosters. The prices are amazing, and let me tell you, I've been working with SureCall now for several years, and this is a great company. This is a company with real solid consumer orientation. That's about it for me for next week. Sorry about being a little bit too salesy, and I'll see you next week.